You have to ask me.
Why?
Why are you filming me?
I'm filming the area. There's this TV crew. I want to see what's going on. Dear good, Jogus Fulci go Balliard Clare, you're very welcome to Dublin, Ireland. So I'd ask you, what do you think this next intro is about? I'm sure that those who watch the channel already know, but we'll get back to it a bit later on in the video.
YouTube?
YouTube.
Okay.
Say it's okay.
You want to? Yeah, you want to
He
say?
say it's okay.
You want to talk?
You know, he doesn't speak English. That's the thing. I'm trying to open
Ah,
my
you do.
Google
Do you want to
Translate.
translate?
Yeah.
From
No, from.
which country? Afghanistan.
My name is Islam.
Where are you from?
Where am I from? Jordan.
Oh, Jordan. Sorry, you said.
Yes.
It's good here.
Yes.
Where are you from?
I'm from here.
Here?
I'm
Ireland.
Irish.
Iran.
Iran. Hello.
Ah, Afghan say.
Yeah.
Afghan say.
Yeah.
Which country?
Afghanistan.
Oh, I thought you were India. My apologies.
I just don't want to be on camera.
You're
so
not
I'll
going to
move
be
out
on
the way.
camera. You're not going to be on
But
camera.
it's your right to film whatever you want.
You're Jordan?
فلسطين عندهم علاجة فلسطيني بالأردن بس أعطتني إقامة الأردنية.
Okay. He have a residency of Jordan. In Arabic is Jordan.
First, you
he
just
used to live.
تعرضت للطعن هون وطلعت هون طعنوني
shot.
أشخاص وحرقوا منزلي.
Shot?
يس.
just arrived?
شو يعني؟
What? Shot?
4 أيام.
Arba. 4.
4 يس.
4 days?
4 days.
So thank you to Frankie and Sandra for the memberships. Thank you to all the Buy Me a Coffees, very much appreciated. We've suddenly hit 16,000 subscribers. That's very much appreciated as well. I do appreciate the time you put into watching these videos. I hope to keep you entertained with them. The situation recently, as some of you know, really upset me, what this guy is posting on X, because it's just not true. For him to say about me that I am, what was he said, bullying, aggressive, assaulting asylum seekers, it's just bullshit. It's absolutely bullshit. My videos cover a lot of topics. Some of them are interviews with asylum seekers who've gone through the process, very friendly interviews. Some of them are going along with asylum seekers who've just entered the country as they go to collect tents, chatting with them, friendly enough. I've one on Mount Street, which was one of the first ones that was on YouTube that I saw. It was really documenting the state of the place down Mount Street, the unhygienic conditions, and the situation that arose with these guys who took a swipe at me and threatened to kill me. That wasn't out of the blue. None of them looked away as I was approaching. They'd seen me from 100 metres away, as you all know. They'd seen me 100 metres away. They didn't move. I'd already met one of them down the road who'd said hello to me, who then, when he was in a group, became a bit arsey about it, to be honest. But there was any reaction from me, and you can see the camera drops to the ground. As soon as one of the guys says, the faces are blocked out, never showed any of their faces. The camera went straight to the ground. It didn't stay focused on them. I was a bit shocked. I was down the lane with 3 guys with one hand in their pocket, getting a bit aggressive with me. I was a bit nervous, and that's why I reacted the way I did, and that's why I came out with, well, I can video whatever I want. It wasn't an attack on them. As you can see from other videos down on the canal, I had discussions with guys who were very welcome to talk to me, or welcoming in, talking to me. Guy from Jordan, chatted away. What are you doing here? Do you speak English? How are you getting on with it? Stopped with other guys. Thought they were from India first off. Spoke to them in Hindi. Just chatted with them basically. The one guy who was with who told me he'd get the Garda on me in another video, which would be part 2 of the tent city. Basically, he didn't identify himself. I didn't know who he was. He was sat with a film crew from some TV station in the UK. He was with journalists from the Daily Mail. I recorded to see what was going on, and he started telling me I can't record because other people had asked him politely. He was videoing me the whole time. If you watch the video, it's 10 Cities 2. He was videoing me the whole time. Yet he had an issue with me recording him and then threatened to call the guards. I walk the canal all the time. Well, not so much anymore. I walk the canal all the time. Why should it be put off by people who are suddenly coming in and putting their tents up? I don't know. As you know, I was very upset about the tent situation with the Irish. This is now rectified. What I found out is there is someone who was going around buying the tents off the Irish homeless and selling them to a tent shop in town that I won't mention, but I know who they are, and they were being sold these tents. Now, if that was enough to stop the lighthouse supplying tents, this is what I'd suggest. Why didn't they put a marking on the tents so they're not resellable? Why didn't they put a big Alpha lighthouse on them? Why didn't they put some sort of marking on them that someone wouldn't buy it as a new tent, and that would have stopped all these situations, which would have been a very easy way out of this, right? So I will be going back and making a part 3 of Mount Street, and I don't go with any people. I have buddies who are straight out of love-hate. They're not going to come with me because I go alone in these things. I think if I go with people, I think it's more threatening. In my opinion, I don't feel threatened by these guys generally, even when they're threatening me. But I'm not going to bring tough guys down with me, although they have offered, and I do have, as I say, I have very love-hate type friends. I'm not bringing them with me because I think that sort of you're making a statement with that. You are, I think, saying, you know, you're coming heavy-handed, a bit more heavy-handed. So I don't do that. I'll go on my own. I'll stay alone, going on my own. What I do is I'm recording all the time when I go to these places. I'm recording from the front. I'm recording behind. They are getting recorded and stored somewhere. I've also got a drone is hovering above me sometimes. So I'm pretty much covered in terms of someone attacks me, they're going to be snare dropping. And these are going straight to a friend of mine who will put them online. And so I'm not too fearful about that, to be quite honest with you. Now, the situation down the canal, again, I'll go down and I'll do a Tent City 3. We know it's costing 100 grand for, is it Waterways Ireland, to put these barriers up, and then I heard it's 30 grand a week to keep them maintained. There's an awful lot of money getting made here. There really is, and I'd imagine it's buddies of buddies of buddies who are cleaning up with this situation. Now, for a law to come in, or for a situation to come in where our Mr. Harris is saying that he will not accept tents along the canal anymore, it's a little bit odd, because they're being given tents. These guys are being given tents, asylum seekers, refugees, whatever you want to call them. They're being given tents, told they can go down, then they'll go down the canal or wherever. They're moving up and down the river at this stage, and out into the further away. But what is the point in telling these guys that they can't camp there anymore? And there's no option. You can't just evict the homeless and evict the already homeless and then say, well, there's nowhere for you to go. You know, you get O'Gorman is inviting people in God knows how many languages with own key accommodation, and that these guys coming in, I feel for them as well. Some of them are coming over, a lot of them are genuine, and I really feel for them, because they're getting lumped into the same basket as these guys who are 85% we know are illegal. So they're illegal as soon as they put one step inside this country without a passport. They have broken the law, and I don't believe for a second they can't have these passports and tickets photocopied before they left, checked on this side. If they don't have any documents, then just get the other side to send you over documents, and then we know exactly who they are. So these guys, they're invited in. They're told that there's places for them to go. You can see the women in Dundrum are extremely unhappy with where they've been left. Seemingly the conditions they arrived in were particularly bad. But to be told to come in, own key accommodation, etc., 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 and then be dumped down the river, the cold is coming in. They're going to really notice the cold, and you'd wonder, is this message getting sent back to their home country to say this place is not a very suitable place to come? I wonder why that's not happening. As well, we all know that they're travelling, I think it's Bulgaria, through France, through England. they're doing the run before they get here. So they kind of don't know what's in store for them when they get here. They think it's all going to be fantastic. Then, of course, as I reported about a month ago, there is these, actually I've reported it quite a few times in videos for those who think that I'm just anti-immigration, which I'll get back to that guy. But I've been reporting about this, that it's actually people in Africa are being scammed. There's a guy in Ireland has made another video about it since mine, a bit more detailed. But they've been told that there's jobs here in the HSE, that it only takes three months of working in that capacity for a few months, then they can get jobs over here, no problem. Accommodation, no problem. And it's just lies. So it is Africans that are getting scammed. Look into it. I'll post a few links to it. I did a few months back, but I want to make this quite clear that Africans are getting scammed here. And God knows how many other countries are getting scammed with this. It doesn't cost nothing to get to come across on boats. This isn't free. This is people trafficking. There's a cost involved in this, and they're overcrowding the boats, and the boats are sinking, etc. So it's a kind of dodgy situation to get here, and they must be really pissed off when they get here. Really pissed off, and that's understandable. I don't believe for a second about these deportations that are being recorded now. I don't believe it. There's a lot of these things going to start cropping up now, coming up to the general election. You know it, I know it. It's like, oh yeah, we've nailed this now. We got the deportations happening. Oh yeah, and here's another €250 for you know, we've the tax cuts coming up, and we're gonna give extra money on the social welfare, etc., to paint this beautiful picture of the government. This is the kind of government that you want, and people will be lulled into this. Because they'll just say, oh God, all the good they're doing, because they're not seeing outside the box. Now, two things happened this week. I got stopped on, I meet a lot of people on the streets that know me. It's fantastic. I really enjoy it. Please come over and say hello. If you like me, come over and say hello. If not, I'm not interested, I'll walk away, but you're being recorded if you're thinking of being up to something. So this guy stopped me and he said, and it's very, very true. So videos I make are, let me see, so there's Riot Squad, stuff about Kulak. Now, this is appealing to those already in the working class people. They're you know, people in the know who probably will vote in a certain way. Who my videos aren't appealing to, are very few, I would imagine, are the more wealthy, the more middle to upper class that just don't see what's happening at the moment. They don't see what it's like taking a walk down Moore Street. They don't see what it's like taking a walk down the canal, because this situation hasn't moved into where they live. It will. You watch it. Dunleary, Greystone's fantastic at the moment. Wait until this starts moving out towards you. But then the elections will be over. You won't be able to do anything about it. But it's going to happen. I think Harris lives in Greystones. But this will happen whether you like it or not. It is spreading out, and the Dundrum situation is absolutely ridiculous. For them to be more, for there to be more asylum seekers than native people there, all men, all the same age. How is that going to work out in the community? How is that going to go well? I just can't see it going well. I can't. So back to this other thing. My videos aren't appealing to those who I'd like to change or re-evaluate their voting system. It's very easy for us to vote the same way as our grannies and our parents and stuff. That's the easiest, because it's comfortable. Oh, we've always voted this way. Well, yeah, so the bad guys, but you know, they do good as well. So my videos aren't appealing to the people that need the change. They're appealing to the people with the same people with this view of anyone in a demonstration, right-wing, racist, all this bullshit, which simply isn't true. And speaking for myself, it absolutely isn't true. So what I'm trying to do at the moment, if you've got any ideas about this, please send me a comment. What can I do in my videos to appeal to people outside this environment, the working class, the people who already know what way they're going to vote? How can I, and I'm looking for your opinions, how can I make videos. What do I need to do? What content do I have to make to appeal to these people so they change the votes, or they at least think about changing the votes, because they're not aware of what's happening. If they're not watching videos like mine, they're not watching videos like all the usual guys with stuff like mine, your Nolan's, Josh, Lady Var, they're not seeing, if they're not seeing these things, which they probably aren't, they'll probably turn them on and go, wow, more aggression, more aggression. So how do I appeal to these people? Then another guy sent me a similar message. He's in Trinity College, told me exactly this the other day. Thanks very much to this guy. I can't remember his name offhand. But he's saying the same thing. The demographics that I'm hoping to influence are not the demographics that I seem to be aiming at. So I don't know what way to do this. Maybe it's to the Trinity College people, but I can't change niche. I have to stick with the niche I'm on, which is homelessness and immigration, in particular homelessness. So I'm looking at how I can not just increase subscriber. I don't give a shit about my subscribers, to be honest. It's lovely, it's a bit of ego, yeah, fantastic, views, brilliant, etc, etc. Slowly being demonetized, don't give a shit about that either. This has never been about money for me, it really hasn't. And I don't riddle my videos with adverts. I don't. I just do it automatically with YouTube. I don't know what they do. I don't know what adverts you get. Let me tell you something. You get fuck all for them. With the content I'm doing, and all these other people with similar content, you get fuck all. It's absolutely, it's a joke. Then you get taxed on it. Then you get a super thanks. That gets tagged. You nearly lose half that. So thanks to the buy me a coffees. But in terms of what you get, 16,000 followers, 500,000 views on one of the videos, you get you get fucking next to nothing, right? So finally, so I'd like to know how to appeal to that demographic. If you can help, if you can forward to that type of person, show a few of these videos to your mother, your parents, to your grandparents, to the people who would normally vote for your regular type of politicians. Give them a look at other things. Look at other things yourself. As I said before, go down the rabbit hole, look at a few of these videos, see things different to how you see them yourself at the moment, and think before the next votes come up, because we have that now for, once that vote's through, we'll get about 5 years of it. What we're going to get now is all these, I don't know what the phrase is, all these little sweeteners that will make it look like, oh, they're doing good now, oh, they're deporting people, oh, the social welfare is going on, oh, they're making cuts on this, making cuts on that, fantastic. Well, they spend, what was it, 360 on this bike shed? 130, 360,000, 130,000 on a bike shed? This is absolutely ridiculous. When we need, so as you know, my thoughts on this, we need safe hostels for the homeless, in particular women. You know my thoughts on that. We need safe hostels. We don't have safe hostels. Single room occupancy, like this is really what is needed. Better access to treatment centres. This is needed. Better access to treatment centres that aren't necessarily based on religious principles, because that doesn't suit everybody. Your Coonwearers are religious, but it doesn't suit actually everybody. So, back to what I was saying at the start of the video. I don't know how long this has gone on for, because I haven't got my glasses on. So, what happened with this guy on X, and I'm sure he's going to post this as well, but he'll cut it in a way that it's, you know, he'll just get certain points to work along that will agree with his narrative. So he made this post about me saying that I'm that me and 3 other people are assaulting and threatening and all these things about asylum seekers. It's absolutely untrue. It's absolutely untrue. And it paints me in a very bad light. It really upset me the other day. I was on to solicitors, I was on to X, and I was on to yourselves to go to his site and leave a comment. Now, after calming down, because it really upset me, after calming down, I think that was probably the worst move I made, because I'm giving him more, people are looking at his channel more. He's posting my videos, but he's cutting my name out, he's giving no details, so I'm not getting, well, I'm getting a few, but I'm not getting the same increase in views as he's getting. So I'm not even looking at his channel again. I don't care what he posts, so please don't post me any other things that these guys are sending me, because I don't really give a shit. I have reported it to a few people. I think that most people know that these things on X, which is disgraceful. I never used X before last week. When someone starts sending me what this guy was posting about me, what a load of shit that is. Oh my God, what a if you like it, fair play. If you like these things, brilliant. Twitter, go ahead and sue me for saying this, but what a shit platform, Jesus Christ. It annoys this, it really, really annoys me. So, as you'll see going forward, my content isn't going to change. It's not going to change. This guy, if he thinks he's influencing, or his cronies who think they're going to influence what I'm posting, they're not. I'm going to keep posting the same things because that's where my heart is. And I'll continue to do it. I will be doing the same things. If I do homeless videos, I get massive cuts in. When I do the homeless things, not very many people watch them, which affects my overall views. But I still have to post them, right? So if I get an eighth of the amount of views on the specific homeless videos, good. I don't care about that. As I say, I'm being demonetized once substance, as I mentioned anyway. Another thing, so that this guy said that I mentioned Afghanistan and opiates coming into this country. I never mentioned anyone in particular. I said that this is a route. This is where opiates come from. They come from Afghanistan. There isn't any way that some people won't, as they do to England, won't come in. People who are settled there from these regions that the poppy is grown in abundance. I know the Taliban are cutting down on poppy production, but it's still coming in from that country. So all I was saying in that video that he's knocking me about is that there will be an increase in opiate use here. There will be. It's not the drug of choice at the moment in Ireland. People go for crack more. That's the truth of it. Ireland has more of an issue with crack. So I will continue on with these videos. What I do find is, as I said in other videos, once you go down the rabbit hole, this is all you see, right? And it does get extremely depressing. It gets depressing the more you look, and the more you see, and the more you know that other people aren't seeing the same things. It actually really does cause me depression. I have multiple sclerosis, by the way, so that is depression is a part of multiple sclerosis. So I'm well aware of that. But this doesn't help with it. I won't take medication to treat this. Yeah, it does cause me a great deal of depression. But how can you not look at it? We have a short time window to rectify these things, because I think once the next election is through, as most people will agree, that's it for us. I think that is it if we don't get it right this time. So do us a favour, right? If you're of an age group, and you're not a lefty, if you're of an age group that you see what's going on, you look at YouTube, you see what's going on, and you know that your friends, your parents, I had to do this myself, your parents, your grandparents will all vote in the historic way they have, which are this, yeah, that, you know, the politicians I'm talking about. Try and convince them, show them some videos, show them what's actually going on. Take a walk into town, take a walk down Moore Street, take a walk along the canal, go down Mount Street, see these things, and see how the world has changed. How Ireland is, well, it is the world. It's happening all over the world. There's no denying that. It's happening everywhere. Even the countries that aren't, the UK having the same problems. Brexit or not, they're still having the same problems. So it's happening worldwide. There's no more pulling the wool over our eyes. We all know it's a global agenda, right? We know this is a global agenda. I'm still fearful of hate speech laws. I went through that, which is quite recently, but you can't help but speak your mind, and especially because I've got a platform to do that, because many people don't, so I have to take advantage of this. 16,000 fantastic subscribers, get a lot of subscribers now from America, which is brilliant. So the message is spreading. Please share my videos so these get out a little bit more. I've put them on other platforms should anything happen this channel. They're already on Patreon, they're already on Rumble, they're already on, I'm putting them on quite a few. I'm leaving X. Jesus Christ, I'm out of it with X. And for the Americans watching there, saying Jesus Christ here, it's just a term we use here. It's not meant to be a bad thing. So continue, like, share, subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. and continue to watch my videos. I'll try and make them a bit more visually attractive than this one, which is just another sort of stream of consciousness kind of thought thing rather than I don't use scripts. For the guy who says it's so obvious that you have a teleprompter, he's right. I do have one somewhere. I do have one. Look, there's my teleprompter. Don't know how to use it, so I don't use the teleprompter. But continue to watch my videos. It's very much appreciated. I'll try and keep them as up to date as possible, and I'll try to keep them as entertaining as possible. I do try to make them as pretty as possible because I want to make them into videos, as I say, that I would watch myself. So this has been a bit of a, it's kind of a rant, unscripted rant, but it's all I can do for you at the moment. Hope you all go to this GPO demonstration on the 19th. It's extremely important. They say 100,000 are going to turn up. I hope they do. But the more that are there, the more that there will be. I will post, other people are posting the times, meeting places, etc. But GPO 19th, I believe it's 2 o'clock, GPO of the Spiral. But turn up. You're not racist for turning up. You're not right wing. If your job lets you go, if you've got a chance to go, or wear something over your face so you know. Wear some big sunglasses, Hollywood style. Wear some, but turn up in numbers. We're not mad far right. We're just people who are concerned about our country. We are concerned about how it's going downhill, and it is decaying. And that is what my channel is. It is posting the decay, documenting the decay of Dublin, Ireland at the moment, and that is what I'm going to continue to do until I'm stopped, which hopefully I won't be. So thank you very much for watching. Good of Margaret, Slán go fiol, and hope to see you soon.